My goal today is to turn all Minecraft mobs into Poppy Playtime. Right here in front of me, we already have the 5 characters we'll be creating, and without a doubt, the hardest one is going to be Dr. Harley Sawyer. But first, let's start with an easier one, Baba Chops. For Baba Chops, I'm going to transform a sheep, but since Baba Chops has a darker color, we'll need to change that. Let's head over to this little pond and grab a squid. There we go. It dropped some ink sacs, and with that, we can dye the sheep black. Let's jump into the program and start transforming Baba Chops. I already have the sheep loaded in the program, and the first thing I'm going to do is paint its legs black. Around the edges, I'll add a small white detail to make it stand out. Now, I'm going to move the legs aside so I can work on the arms and then position the body like this. Next, I'll create a new body for the sheep. Once that's done, I'll take the arms I placed earlier and attach them here. I'll rotate the arms like this and do the same on the other side. Now it's time to add the sheep's head and start working on the details around it. I'll go ahead and paint the face white, and now I'm going to give it some creepy eyes, just like the original character. I'll repeat that on the other side as well. Next, I'll duplicate a cube, place it here, and add a 3D detail to give more depth to the face. With that done, it's time to create the skull design on the face, which is a big part of Baba Chops' look. I'll shape the skull pattern just like you see here, and then I'll add some extra texturing details to make it even closer to the original. Let me show you how it's turning out so far. I've added more small details, and it's really starting to look like Baba Chops now. Next, I'm going to move this part up a bit and leave it like this because now it's time to add the mouth. I'll place it right here. Then, I'm going to add a horn to the left side of the head and another horn on the right side. Now let's make some sharp teeth, one on each side, and add some eyebrows above the eyes. One here and one on the other side. And there we go. Baba Chops is done. Here's a little animation I made of him walking, very similar to the one from Poppy Playtime. There's also an animation of him attacking, where he jumps at you like a classic jump scare, and one of him just standing still, breathing heavily. Now, let's see how he looks inside Minecraft. Alright, I'm here in Minecraft, and the sheep has officially become Baba Chops. Look at this, and if you hold some wheat, he'll actually start chasing you. Whoa, it looks so much like the character from the game. I even made him a bit smaller, but imagine if he was this big. Look at this giant sheep. Oh no, what have I done? Now the Minecraft world is filled with these creepy sheep. Okay, I've shrunk him back down, and I'm going to keep one for myself because I want to create a habitat for each of these characters to live in. So right here in this room, I'm going to dig a tunnel in this direction, and this is where we'll build a special room for Baba Chops. Now, I'll grab some gray blocks and start painting the walls like this. After that, I'll build a sort of metal fence around the space to make it feel like a cell, you know, like the ones where you have to find the battery in the game. I'm going to fill in all these parts here. Now I'll grab some redstone and place it around the room to look like the wiring circuit from the game, the one where you have to press the button to activate everything. For the door, I'm going to use some yellow blocks and add them around the frame. Then, I'll paint the middle with a lighter shade of gray. And just like that, Baba Chops' room is complete. To make him feel less lonely, I'm going to add another sheep in here. And now, for Baba Chops, I'm giving a solid 10 out of 10. This video is off to a great start. Imagine you're just wandering around Minecraft and this thing starts chasing you. That would be so scary. Just to test it, I gave him a blindness potion, and look at this. Whoa, it's terrifying. The next character on our list is the new monster, Yarnaby. Now thinking about which mob would be perfect to transform into Yarnaby, I believe the Ocelot is a great choice. Why? Because just like Yarnaby, the Ocelot is super fast. Alright, let's jump into the program and start working on this transformation. I've already got the Ocelot model open here, and the first thing I'm going to do is remove all the unnecessary parts that we won't be using. Now, I'll go ahead and enlarge the head so we can begin shaping the character. Once that's done, I'm going to paint the entire model yellow to match Yarnaby's base color. Next, I'll extend the size of the body and add an extra section right at the front because this is where I'm going to create Yarnaby's claws. I'll add a cube right here and position it just like this. Now, I'm going to paint this part in a lighter shade to give it more depth, and right here, I'll create a sharp claw-like detail. Once that's ready, I'll duplicate it for the other side and add another one here. Then, I'll copy this whole section and paste it onto the back legs as well. Moving on to the tail, I'm going to extend its length and start working on the colorful part, the one with those ribbon-like patterns that Yarnaby has. I'll place them right here, wrapping around the tail. Now, I'll paint these sections purple and add a nice gradient effect to make it pop. Let's duplicate this again and place it on top, and another one here for the bottom part. Then, I'll select all of this and duplicate it to the back for extra volume. Now, I'll grab this section here and copy it to the top again. This time, I'll paint the whole section red and apply a gradient around it as well to create that layered, colorful look that Yarnaby has. With that, the overall shape is really starting to take form. Next up, I'm going to add a little smile right here, and now it's time to give him some teeth. One right here, another on the left side, and one more on the right. To finish the facial structure, I'm ground out these edges here and on the other side. Now the face is starting to look 100% complete. Let's add the eyes, one on the left side and one on the right. We can't forget the pupils to give him that creepy, psychotic look. Oh, Yarnaby is finished. But I didn't stop there. I created an animation showing that giant mouth inside him, just like in Poppy Playtime, flying mouth filled with sharp teeth. I made 3 animations for him, one where he's just standing still, and you can barely see that there's something hiding behind the mouth, another of him walking, and the last one is when he's attacking, where he leaps at you for a full-on jump scare. When he's walking with his mouth wide open, it looks seriously creepy. Alright, with Yarnaby ready, let's see if he's stronger than Baba Chops. Look at this, he's slowly approaching Baba Chops. Oh wow. Poor Baba Chops didn't stand a chance. I need to see that again because it looks like Yarnaby does a jump scare mid-attack. He opens his massive mouth and then uses his super speed. That is seriously cool. Okay, let's take Yarnaby with us because it's time to build his habitat. I'm back at our building area, and now I'll create the place where Yarnaby appears in the game. You know, that spot behind the blue door with the glass panel where he reaches out and tries to grab you. Let's dig a tunnel leading in that direction. I'm going to fill the entire wall here with gray blocks, just like this. Now I'll open a small entrance here. This is going to be the main gate where Yarnaby can come out from. I'll build the gate using these blocks and make sure it's completely filled in. Now, I'll use smaller blocks to create patterns around the entrance. Once that's done, I'm going to build a side door. I'll place a block here and then use black concrete to make it stand out. After that, I'll resize the block, extend it upwards, and place it right here. Now, I'll add a redstone block on top to give it that mechanical vibe. With the entrance ready, I'll build up a glass wall to make it look like the in-game scene. And just like that, Yarnaby's room is complete. Let's bring Yarnaby in and lock him inside. But before we finish, I want to make sure he doesn't despawn, so I'm going to give him a name tag. I'll name him Sheriff Pro, one of the subscribers who has been following the channel for over a year. Thank you so much. The next one will be called Face Jocks, another subscriber who's always leaving comments. Then, another one named Detative Problems. And finally, this little sheep over here will be named Brian Silva. And there we go, all of them are now named after subscribers. If you want to see your name in the next video, don't forget to leave a comment and rate the characters. Who knows, you might be featured next time. The next character we're going to create is the Pianosaurus. But first, I need to start a raid, so I'm going to attack a pillager that has one of these banners on its head. There we go. Now the raid has begun, and I can use the Ravager. Alright, I've got the Ravager model open, and the first thing I'm going to do is paint the entire body green. Now that that's done, I'm going to erase the head and arms, because I want to create them all from scratch. Let's start with the arms. I'll add a small section here for the shoulders, and then place another piece, rotating it at an angle to match the design. Next, it's time to add the claws to the feet. I'll paint them blue to give them some contrast. I'll duplicate the claw for the other foot and place it here, but this time I'll paint this one purple to mix up the colors. Then I'll duplicate the claws again and attach them to the other side, making sure both sides match the design. Now let's move on to the body. I'm going to add a large cube to the back, rotating it slightly to create the main torso of the Pianosaurus. Then I'll duplicate another cube, shrink it a bit, and use it to start shaping the tail. The tail needs to be long and a bit curved, just like a real dinosaur. Once that's in place, I'll start building the neck. I'll add one cube, stretch it out, duplicate it, rotate it to give it a curve, and then position it right here. I'll make this next cube a bit smaller, then duplicate and adjust it to create the full length of the neck. Now for the most important part, the head. I'll begin adding several cubes to carefully shape the face. It took some time, but I kept modeling until the head really started to take form. Once I was happy with the shape, I moved on to the details. Now that the head is done, I'm going to paint this front section white. This will act as the area where the piano keys go, kind of like the inside of a real piano. I'll draw lines to make it look like actual piano strings stretching across the face. Now, time to add the eyes. I'll place a pupil right here to make it look alive, and then move on to coloring the details. This horn here will be purple, the one on the other side will be red, and I'll paint this section here in orange. For the top part, I'll go with yellow, and for the cheek, I'll use a bright pink. With all these colors, the Pianosaurus is really starting to look unique. Now let's add the final piano details on the body, lines and textures to make it look like the Pianosaurus is made from piano parts. And there it is. The Pianosaurus is complete and has fully replaced the Ravager in the game. Just look at this. Imagine you're running around in Minecraft and suddenly this giant Pianosaurus starts charging at you. It's terrifying. I even gave myself a blindness effect to see how spooky it would be. And wow, it's seriously scary. Alright, but now it's time to battle the Pianosaurus. Let's try and take him down. Oh no, he hits really hard. Unlike the enemies in Poppy Playtime that go down in like 7 seconds, this guy is hanging on for way longer. I need to run. He's taken me down to just 1 heart. Quick, run, run, run. Okay, I think we're almost there. A few more hits. Yes, we did it. We finally defeated the Pianosaurus. That was intense. This guy was super strong, way stronger than I expected. I absolutely loved how he turned out, so I'm giving him a solid 10 out of 10. But now I'm wondering, is Yarnaby stronger than the Pianosaurus? Let's put them to the test and see who comes out on top. Alright, I've set up the fight. Yarnaby versus Pianosaurus, the ultimate showdown. They're going head to head. Oh no, Yarnaby didn't even stand a chance. The Pianosaurus totally crushed him. Honestly, I'm super happy with how this turned out. The Pianosaurus looks amazing and the model fits perfectly into Minecraft. Another solid 10 out of 10 from me. But what about you? What rating would you give the Pianosaurus? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this part of the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. There's still more to come, so stay tuned for the next transformation. And that's it. The Pianosaurus is officially complete. Alright, for the next transformation, I need an even stronger mob than the Ravager we used for the Pianosaurus. And I think I've got the perfect idea. I'm going to turn the Sniffer into Doughy the Dough Man. I can't believe I'm about to do this, but here we go. I've got the Sniffer loaded into the program, and the first step is to paint the entire body blue. That done, I'm going to erase most of the body, leaving just one leg to work from. Now, I'll add a cube, placing it diagonally to start forming one of Doughy's arms. Then I'll add another, smaller cube for the forearm, and finally, an even smaller one to create the base of the hand. To shape the fingers, I'll add tiny cubes here, one here for the thumb, another on the opposite side, and one more to finish the hand. Now I'll select the entire arm and duplicate it for the other side. Let's give the hand some color. This part will be yellow, and this other section will be orange. And there we go! Doughy now has hands that kind of look like they're controlled by one of the kids from Poppy Playtime, right? But I'm not done yet. On the left side, I'm going to add another shape that looks like an extra hand. Now for the bottom part, I'll paint this section red and add a little detail on top, kind of like a small mark or scar. I'll shape this extra hand just like before, giving Doughy that quirky look. Next, I'll select this cube right here, duplicate it upward, and this is going to be the start of Doughy's neck. I'll duplicate another cube, make it bigger, and place it to the side, starting to form Doughy's big, round head. Now that the shape is in place, it's time to paint it. I'll cover the entire face in a soft color, and of course, I need to give him that big, goofy smile. Doughy's not complete without his signature hat, so I'm going to add it right on top. I'll color it in and give it that cute Doughy look. Finally, I'll go over everything, adding a few texturing details to make him pop. And just like that, Doughy the Doughman is complete. But wait, that's not all. I created some animations for him too. This one shows Doughy standing still, and here's another of him walking around. This one turned out really cool. Now that he's ready, let's check out how he looks inside Minecraft. Oh wow, look at this. He fits perfectly into the world. But now comes the big question. Is Doughy stronger than the Pianosaurus? There's only one way to find out. I'm going to set up a battle between them. Let's go. Here they go. Doughy is heading straight for the Pianosaurus, and oh my gosh, poor Pianosaurus didn't even stand a chance. Doughy just completely destroyed him, and now he's just standing there, like he's proud of himself. That was crazy. But now that Doughy is the strongest so far, I need to make him his own habitat. I decided to build it at the safe harbor, a perfect spot where he can chill out. I added some cabins around for Doughy and his friends to hang out in. I'll be honest, the room I made for Doughy wasn't my best work. I built it really fast, and it didn't leave me much space to add more cool details. But hey, it still works. We now have a special place for Doughy alongside the other characters. Here's the room I made for Yarnaby, and honestly, I think it's still my favorite. Then over here is the room for Baba Chops, and finally, Doughy's room. But there's one last thing left to do. I need to give Doughy a name tag so he doesn't despawn. I'm naming him Lucas Gabriel, after one of the awesome viewers who's been watching the videos for a long time. To create Dr. Harley Sawyer, I started by building out his feet first. Once I had the base done, I went ahead and added his full outfit, shaping it to match his style. Then came the arms, the legs, and of course his head. But there was something special I needed to include. I gave him a single eye and topped it off with a TV for a head, just like in the original design. And there we go. Dr. Sawyer is now complete. He turned out super accurate and looks just like the original character. Now it's time to see how he looks inside Minecraft. Spawns the character. Whoa! Look at him. I decided to replace the witch with Dr. Sawyer in the game, and honestly, it fits him perfectly. Now every time you see a witch in Minecraft, imagine it could be Dr. Sawyer lurking around. And with that, I've now officially transformed all the mobs from Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 into Minecraft. If you enjoyed the video and loved seeing all these crazy transformations, drop a like, comment, Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 down below. Today, I'm going to add the new Poppy Playtime 3 characters to Minecraft. That's why I need to organize myself. I have these video blocks left, and I'm going to get them. I'm going to build a mural with the character so I can locate myself. Perfect. Now I can get a much better idea depending on the colors. The blue one is reminding me of the color of a character, but I can't think straight. Is it Dog Day or Nightmare? Oh, I don't know, I can't remember which is the first character that appears in order. Well, I'm going to locate myself according to the colors. The blue color is from Nightmare Huggy. Orange reminds me of Dog Day. Purple reminds me of Catnap, so now I just need to think about which one I'm going to do for these two colors. This yellow reminds me of Miss Daylight Huer. I don't even like remembering how much I suffered to get past this phase teacher. Lots of scares. Now the only thing left is this one. With this color, I can't remember any of the characters anymore, but I don't have much time because while I built this mural, my first 10 minutes have already passed. So let's start with Nightmare Huggy. I'm here inside my secret hiding place because this is where I'm going to make my greatest inventions. I already have the Smilling Critters here. So what I'm going to do now is the Nightmare Huggy. The first thing we're going to start doing is going to be some feet that we can add some claws like this and another one on the right side. This is just to give you a reference of what the model will look like in Minecraft, but I'm not going to go into too much detail because we don't have time to stop. Next, I'm going to add the legs like this, and we're going to grow a chest. I'm going to add an arm on this left side, make some muscles, also make a sharp claw. Now, to take advantage of the color, I'll select it and place it here on this side and just paint it like this. I'll add a tie to make the top part. We will make a head more or less here like this. Then it will grow some huge ears. It will be pointy here at the tip and going down add a cube +1 here diagonally. And like this, we will make an ear well detailed and interesting. We're going to paint inside the sketch and we're going to add some black eyes around it. I want this to look very scary. Paint the inside of the mouth with this red color and add some teeth, and it will look really scary with these sharp teeth inside Minecraft, I promise. Take a look at the eyes here to make it look cooler. And now I'm going to add some fur, so it's not just a smooth cube with no texture. So we add these similar cores, and I also made some fur on the body part. And this is how our painting turned out. Look how scary. I really liked the result of the model compared to what I imagined. Let's come out of our hiding place and see how it turned out in Minecraft. Right here in front of us, we can already see a giant red arrow getting close to it. We can see this TV, where Nightmare Huggy appears, exactly like in the original game. As we can see from this screen, that's where the Nightmare Huggy then. You ask me, but here there is only the TV. Where is Huggy? Basically, when you click on the TV, it turns into Nightmare Huggy. Look how sensational this is. But contrary to what everyone thinks, he's not evil, because I created him for a single reason. I want to scare my friend. Since my time is just passing, as we can see here on the floor, 4 hours have already passed making this model. But now to scare my friend, what I'll need to do is go to that room where Nightmare Huggy appears for the first time to give him a jump scare. For now, I'm going to trap Nightmare Huggy in a fence, as I won't need him right now. Arriving from this direction, I will plan this entire area to build the room. So that's what I did. I planned the entire area. I removed the weeds with water, and it looked great to build the entire room. I looked for blue, gray, and white concrete blocks and took everything to my base. I started making a wooden floor, then I added a green wall and added frame by frame. And that was a lot of work because I had to position everything very strategically, and my motor coordination wasn't the best. Then I made the room where Huggy is on the TV. And build a whole ceiling and the room is complete. Look how the room turned out. What's left for me to do now is get Nightmare Huggy off this fence here, take my fence back, and let's fly in that direction. Once we got here, we brought Huggy Wuggy, and I ended up thinking a little more about whether I could have ridden on top of Nightmare Huggy instead of traveling all this way on foot. Cool, but let's open a hole so I can bring him in here, and I'll put him inside this television. And now I made an animation of him coming out of the TV, and I think Jaquinho will be really scared by this. I wasted a few hours doing this, but it will be very satisfying to see how scared he will be. Let's bring Jaquinho here. Let's get to the front where Jaquinho is building his house. Apparently, he is no longer building it. It is ready.
Has Forkin already managed to make a model? I need to find out what he's doing. He's lazy, but when he needs to, he's hardworking. Just imagine me dressed as a woman. What will others think? I can't let that happen. I need to think of a way to harm him.
Hi, Jaquinho. I'm here because I need to show you something. Come follow me. Let's fly in this direction. Look how cool this room I made.
Forkin, this room isn't giving me a good feeling. It's reminding me of the room from Poppy Playtime 3.
What? But why would I do it? Get in there. I'll go in from the other side.
Oh, damn, but what does Forkin want me to do in here, and why didn't he join me? This place really reminds me of a room from Poppy Playtime 3, right down to this TV. Oh, wow! I knew that this room isn't strange to me. It's Nightmare Huggy's, so I need to escape from here.
He fell hard. Just imagine the scare he didn't get.
Oh, what a fool. He tried to scare me with Nightmare Huggy, but that's good. I managed to find out that he's really trying hard to make the models, but I'm going to end this.
Well, now we can't waste any more time. When we arrive here in front of us, we will see that the Nightmare Huggy mural has been completed. Well, I almost had a problem with the landing, but everything went well. So Nightmare Huggy is 100% complete, and the next one we have to transform is Dog Day. Unfortunately, the other evil smiling critters friends ended up with him. But let's make Dog Day proud, and let's do it. Just before that, I'm going to stop by Jaquinho's house, because I know he has something that will interest me for now, which are these bones. As he is a dog, he has a lot of bones, so I'm going to catch them and get here in front of us.
It's a good thing I stayed here hiding, because now I'll be able to chase Forkin and I'll have my revenge for that trolling. I'm not going to let him do that to me without being able to get revenge. Besides, I also need to bother him with creating the model.
We will be in sight of our base.
Could it be his secret hiding place? I'm going to stay here and then I'm going to take a look and try to investigate if he has some kind of secret that he's keeping with me.
So let's climb this ladder, and I'm going to place the first character made Nightmare Huggy in our hiding place. And here are all the models I made throughout the videos. So let's put Nightmare Huggy in here, and look how top it is. Now he is together with the other model. I think Diamante was one of the best mobs I've ever made. He really took a lot of work. Making this whole body in 3D was really amazing. This Lula here was also amazing. Look at all these tentacles, but well, I can't waste too much time because I have to go find our mob soon. To transform into a character, let's fly in this direction, and we should find a dog soon. Soon said and done. They love staying in this cold biome, so let's go take him here and let's go into our breeding laboratory. And now here in our laboratory, we will transform Dog Day.
What did Forkin do in there? He opened the door in the stone?
Well, he's a little easier to do than Nightmare Huggy because he doesn't have as much fur, but what I'm going to start doing is getting this orange color. I'm going to make some fingers here. Some hands will come like this. It grows more or least so far. Now here I grow a yellow body. I do it well, so it decreases downwards, and I make the torn pieces, which is the part where the smiling critters ended up with it.
There's a ladder here. Maybe it could be down here. Let me go down here, but it doesn't. It doesn't look like anything. It just has gravel, several blocks, and nothing else.
I add an arm, I paint everything, and now here in the middle, paint here, and add a beams.
Ah, let me take a look. He went into the wall here. Maybe there's something here. I kind of forgot where he went. Well, I can try to climb this ladder here and see what's there.
Now I'm going to start making a face, go up a face like this, and on this right side too. I'm going to add a smile like this and make the nose. I'm going to add an eye. Go up the body here like this and make a descent to make better eyes, and I'm going to make an ear falling over the top. The sketch of Dog Day is complete good. As you know, the drawing is just to have a representation. It didn't turn out the best because the head was too big. But, so let's go up here and bring our dog along, because when I press this command, my Minecraft crashes. But basically, when I pressed that button, it reset Dog Day. And look at this, he's been looking at the people with these macabre eyes. But when he stops, he has no eyes to kind of show that he is possessed by the smiling critters. Which doesn't even happen in Five Nights at Freddy's, and he was really cool. He's just a little out of control. Let's take him back to my hiding place and go to the next one, because we don't have much time. But if I had to give Dog Day a rating, I would definitely give him a 110. There's no way. He's easily the best character in the game. And look, I love cats, but Catnap is a bit scary. Let's say that for now, so let's take him in here. Come on, doggy, okay? So let's put Dog Day down here, and let's go to the next one because we don't have much time. So let's go upstairs here, the stairs, and that one there is Jakenho. But what is he doing in my base? I need to be quick. I can't let him invade it.
Okay, I need to find a way to get into his base. If this is a secret base, there has to be some way like a hiding place, a pressure plate, or something like that to be able to get in.
Oh, what is he going to do up there?
Ha ha ha, I thought it was good. We entered Forkin's hideout. He won't beat me. I can't let him win. I'm going to fill his base with several TNTS in this pile of models he's creating here, because then there won't be any way. He'll waste a lot of time fixing everything I destroyed.
And I need to climb those stairs, big damn stairs. Did he manage to find the way to my hiding place? And apparently yes. It's not possible that he did something in here. He filled the entire base with TNT. He'll see. I'll equip myself.
Forkin, you are gone. You arrived too late. Your entire base is gone. I'm going to blow everything up.
Jaquinho, you're not going to blow this up. I'm going to finish you off. Jaquinho, you pay me.
Okay, wait. I have a plan to get out of here. Hey, I ran away. Okay, let me put on my elytra, and now Forkin will never reach me.
He thinks he's going to run away from me, Jaquinho. I'm coming after you.
No, get out, get out, get out.
It spent all your rockets. I'm coming.
Damn, I need to find a way to escape Forkin. Get out of here.
I will arrive and I will find you.
No, yes, I need to get it right. AE, good.
Oh man, how did he go
I don't know,
that?
now you turn around, you fool. Let's go into this cave.
But I can do it too. I passed now. Where is he? I'm reaching you.
Did you manage to get through that hole? You're not that good. Stop lying.
Oh, I did it. Now I'm going to chase you.
Okay, let me come here, and now I'm going to lose Forkin.
He must have gone in that direction. I'm coming after you, Jaquinho.
No, don't go up the mountain. Well, hold down shift, and he can't see my nickname, okay? I think I managed to lose him. He went there. Now I just have to go back to my house and leave.
Now I want to quickly go back to my base to see if anything is left, because I think he destroyed everything. What crap? Let's climb this ladder and see what's left of it. At least from the outside, it wasn't completely destroyed, but let's see inside. That's the result that Jaquinho did with my base. He literally destroyed all of my models. But at least one thing remained. He didn't end up with my material goods for some reason, because they are models they have more life than. That's why they withstood the explosion of TNT. So what I'm going to do here is get Nightmare Huggy, and thankfully all my models are still done. But now I'm going to make Jaquinho pay for what he did, since I couldn't finish him in other ways. How am I going to finish him? It's going to be to make him dressed as a woman, so his reputation is gone. So I'm going to take our dog day in here, and I'm going to take my models in that direction. I'm going to put the 2 models here. And with that, at least the mural is still counting. Dog day was complete. So now let's go quickly to catnap, because with all this time we wasted, we only have 27 more hours. Let's get here into our laboratory and get to work. This time I want to do it differently. I want to start with the head, so I'm going to make his face a kind of scared, silly expression, and add a part here on top of the head. Once that's done, I paint these 2 parts and add 2 ears. I'm going to add 1 black part inside the ear, 1 eye on the left side and the other on the right. Now, I'm going to make a circle inside the eye, and I'm going to add a huge macabre smile. It comes here, and it gets smaller, it gets smaller, it gets smaller. Now I paint it and add the nose. Done this here in the middle, I'm going to add a moon and add a giant arm on this right side. I do it like this, and another one here, plus 1 back here, ready. And now I'm finally going to add some claws here on his nails, as you already know this. Here is just a sketch for me to get an idea of how to do it in the 3D program. The same you saw how it turned out. This is the comparison of my drawing with what I did. I can make a good improvement in the 3D, but with this drawing I can have a much better idea of what to do. So now let's go up the stairs ready, so I've transformed Catnap. Look at him in front, and he's really giant. It looked really cool. I made it with just 1 color, so that when you're hiding it makes you even more scared. But his animation is also one of those typical of a running cat. It was very good. It looks like it's running at 200 mph, but well, I'm gonna put it here together with the other models. So far we already have 3 ready, only 2 more to go, and with that the catnap is also complete. So now all we're missing is Miss Daylight, and this one I'm going to have to think about. While as there isn't much time left, let's go in here and do it. I'll keep this catnap for now. Here I'm having a great idea, so let me put it here in the corner to make Miss Daylight. And she's really big, so let's start by adding a sneaker as a foot. I'm going to add this color here to make her legs on this side here too, add a detail here on the laces, and I'm going to make a red skirt with white polka dots. Now I'm growing a body here, and I'm going to add here the jumpsuit that she wears. On this side I paint it yellow, and I'm going to make her hands. I'm going to add a detail border and continue making her hands. Here in the program I'm going to leave it like this. But in 3D I did it so well that you can't even see it. Now I'm going to reduce the size here, and I'm going to add a tie. And this drawing is looking very, very cute. I'm really enjoying it. Now I'm going to come up here. I'm going to continue her body and paint inside. I'm going to add a big eye with 1 more small detail here in the middle to make it scary. Now a line here that will look really scary. I'm going to add the tear here that she has on her face and also here in her mouth. I'm going to paint this part a little darker for me to do. Inside her mouth now I'm going to add some teeth. I'm running out of time because this time is passing very quickly. So I'm not detailing a lot in this drawing, so come on, let's add it here. It's looking really funny in this case instead of scary, but well, I'm going to win, and my friend is going to dress up as a woman. Now I'm going to add a bow tie up here. And until it looks cool, just the body couldn't be put correctly, but it was a good pixel art. This is an original comparison, and this is how Miss Daylight turned out. I didn't tell you, but while I was doing it, time passed very quickly. So I'm going to show you very quickly that I made an animation of her standing still, and she looks like this. Well, it looks like a robot when it moves. She doesn't want to move. I think I'm going to have to hit her to get her to come at me. She's all locked up, and if you've stopped looking at her, she won't attack you. Then you look again and she runs towards you. Well, now that it's been done, I'm going to put it right here on the floor, and now all that's left is the last one for done. Well, all that's left is this last one here, but let me see here. So I can try to have some memory of Nightmare Huggy. I can't. I'll do Huggy because he's not from Dog Day. No, I've done the smiling critters in another video. Catnap has also been done, but I didn't do the nightmare version of Catnap, so he's the one I'm going to transform. I'm going to transform in Catnap Nightmare. I'm going to change all this color here to gray because I thought better. And what am I going to transform into Catnap Nightmare? And he also has a bigger mouth than this. So what am I going to do? I'm going to cover here where I did the mouth, and I'm going to make the hole even bigger. Then it's going to do it like this. It's going to make a hole, and it's going to be completed. It also has some thorns here on the back, so I'm going to put it in and also add a tail. It's going to come right here like this. And the smile, he comes more forced to the side. His hands are also much scarier. So let's go up there and see how they turned out. And that's how it turned out. Wow, that's what Nightmare Catnap looked like. He was really scary. Look at this mouth here, this giant necklace. Let me hit him to see if he's very strong, and he's pretty scary in case he's not blowing smoke because I didn't have time to do this programming. And there's only 1 more hour left. So let me get away from here like that. It has already been done. I put it here with the others. Dog Day was done. Nightmare Huggy was done. Catnap was done. Miss Daylight was done. And Nightmare Catnap was done too. So now I think we have everything to call the Jack and Ho, and I can't believe it. It's going to be really funny to see him dress it as a woman. Jaquinho, I don't know if you checked your watch at the time, but I still have 50 minutes, and I've already made all 5 models. So it looks like you're going to have to dress as a woman. But then come with me, and I'll show you the models. You will have to dress as a woman even though you destroyed my entire base. At least I will have my revenge. It will be very funny to see you as a woman.
I hope it turned out to be rubbish.
So Jaquinho is heading in this direction. We're almost there, and it's exactly here all 5 models that I made in this video, just like you sent.
Okay, let me take a look, and I'll see if it's worth it or not, okay? It's Nightmare Huggy, Dog Day, Catnap, Miss Daylight, even Catnap Nightmare. You did them all.
Exactly, I did them all. So now let's go to the city, because you will have to dress as a woman.
Wow. Unfortunately, they still turned out good.
Look at him coming. Jaquinho dressed as a woman coming.
Can you pay me? Look at the shame you're making me go through. I'm literally dressed as a woman here in the middle of the square with everyone. And the only thing I want is to come here and buy my burger.
Learn not to challenge me anymore, fool. I said I was better than you.
So be careful. In the next challenge, it will actually be you and not me, okay? You stupid cat.
I'm going to propose you a challenge. Next time by you, mangy dog. In this video, I'm going to transform the characters from Poppy Playtime 4 into famous YouTubers. Right here in front of us, we have Jelly, Mr. Beast, Dream, and a few other YouTubers. And the first one I'll be making is Jelly. In the last video, we transformed Minecraft Sheep into Baba Chops. So in this video, we're going to turn Baba Chops into Jelly. I'm already here in my 3D modeling program, Blockbench, and here is Baba Chops, which we made in the previous video. The first thing I'm going to do is delete all the hair from Baba Chops. After that, I'll create a new cube and increase its size to the sides to make a kind of beanie. Now, I'll paint the entire beanie green and move it slightly backward like this. Next, I'll paint all of his hair brown and add some small texture details. I'll also paint the eyebrows brown and color the entire face with this beige shade. Now, I'll add an eye with this color and I'll paint this section brown. It's already starting to look like Jelly. To make the beanie less blocky, I'll add a gradient effect around it so it doesn't look too much like something from Minecraft. Now, I'll paint this part green, including around the skull emblem. Then I'll color this lighter area here, and I'll paint his pants blue. For the shoes, I'll make them white with gray details. And now, he's almost done. The last thing I need to do is remove the skull emblem from his chest. Instead, I'll add a jelly-like symbol, which is Jelly's signature icon. And now, Jelly is complete. Let's see how he looks in the game. In the last Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 video, we transformed the sheep into Baba Chops, so now when I spawn one, instead of Baba Chops, it's actually Jelly Baba Chops. Look at how it turned out. Unlike the Baba Chops we made in the last video, this version looks a lot cuter. Just imagine if he was your little friend. And the good thing is that because he's a sheep, he really isn't aggressive. He's really cute. I'll give him an 8 out of 10. And you, what rating do you give him? And look how cool. All the Baba Chops I made, they turned into jelly even in here. And well, now that it's been done, the next transformation I'll be making is Mr. Beast. And I think that the Poppy Playtime character that fits him best is Yarnaby. For this, I'll use Mr. Beast's classic Minecraft skin, which looks just like Jimmy in real life. Now the next step is to paint all of these areas brown. So I started coloring all of Yarnaby's hair, making sure to cover every section properly. Now that I've painted all of Yarnaby's colors, I'll change the skin tone of his face to this beige shade. I'll apply the same color down here all the way to his feet. Then I'll paint this entire area brown, and for this part, I'll use a red color. For the eyes, I'll remove the black ones and add lighter colored eyes, just like Mr. Beast's Minecraft skin that you can see. And with that, he's ready. So now we have Yarnaby Beast. Here's how he looks. This is his idle animation when he's standing still. This is his walking animation when he's moving around. And this is his attack animation, which is actually the same as Yarnaby's original one. But I don't want to stop here. I want to make one more version of Mr. Beast. This time I'll create his beast form, the Blue Panther. To do that, I'll paint everything black as the base color. Next, for his head and face, I'll paint these sections with this bright blue shade. I'll apply the same blue color to his mouth area, his front legs, his left back leg, his right back leg. Now there's one more detail we need to add. On Mr. Beast's logo, there's a pink lightning bolt on the side of his face. So I'll add a similar lightning bolt here in the exact same style. I'll also do the same thing on the other side to make it match. Now for the hair, instead of brown, I'll color it pink. So I'll go in and paint these strands here, then this one, and then all of the remaining streaks in his hair. After carefully adding all the pink highlights, the texture is complete. Now we have two versions of Mr. Beast, his regular human form, his Blue Panther Beast form. Now that both versions of Mr. Beast are complete, it's time to see how they look inside the game. I've transformed Yarnaby, and now, inside Minecraft, we can check out the results. I actually created two in-game versions, one where Yarnaby is an ocelot representing Mr. Beast's panther form, and another where Mr. Beast is riding a horse. And the best part? We can actually ride him and explore the world. It's really fun to see him in action. Now, Mr. Beast Yarnaby can take me anywhere. But now I want to hear from you. Which version do you prefer? Do you like the beast form or do you prefer the human version? Let me know in the comments which one you think looks better. For me, I'd rate this transformation an 8 out of 10. It turned out really cool. Now that we've completed Mr. Beast, it's time to move on to the next YouTuber, Dream. Since Dream is known for being a speedrunner and incredibly fast, I'll need to transform him into a character that runs at high speed. But before I reveal which character I'll choose, I have a question for you. What do you think is the fastest character in Poppy Playtime? Let me know in the comments. And now I'm already inside the program with the model that I'm going to transform. But before I reveal it to you, don't forget to comment which character you think I'm going to turn into Dream. Alright, the character we'll be transforming into Dream is Pianosaurus. The first thing I'll do is paint all the main parts green. That includes the legs and feet as well. Now that this part is painted, we need to take care of the black piano stripes. I'll erase them and paint the entire area white instead. We'll go through and carefully paint everything, under the belly, along the tail, and across all the details. Now, around the edges, I'll add a black border, just like Dream's mask design. With the base colors in place, I'll paint these extra sections green and remove the existing nose. Next, I'll take this green area, turn it white, and outline it in black to complete the mask shape. Right in the center, I'll add a simple smile, just like Dream's iconic face. Then I'll place one eye here and another eye on the other side. And there it is. In the last video, I had transformed the Ravager into Pianosaurus, but now it has officially become Dream. Wow, look at this. This thing is so creepy and terrifying. Just imagine Pianosaurus Dream chasing after you. It looks so menacing. If Pianosaurus Dream actually did a speedrun, we wouldn't stand a chance. I mean, he already pulled off a speedrun with just 7 seconds of screen time in Poppy Playtime. But now, let's try to defeat him. Oh no, half a heart left. Good thing I have the power of creative mode on my side. Now, I want you to comment below. What rating would you give Pianosaurus Dream? Personally, just like the Pianosaurus I made in the last video, I'd give this one a solid 10 out of 10. And don't forget to leave your rating for Mr. Beast as well. Now that Mr. Beast has been completed, it's time for the next YouTuber, Technoblade. Unfortunately, he passed away some time ago, but I always like to remember him because he was an incredible Bed Wars player and an amazing person. So the character I'll be transforming next will be one of the most beloved from Poppy Playtime 4, Dowie. I'm here with Dowie in the program, ready to begin the transformation. As we all know, Technoblade wears a crown, has the pink skin of a pig, and wears a red jacket with little details that look a bit like Santa Claus's outfit. So, the first thing I'll do is repaint all the blue areas and turn them into a beige color. I'll also paint his hands with the same shade. Now that's done, I'll take this section here and paint it completely white to represent his teeth. Next, I'll create an eye right here and change all of Blue's clothing to red. I'll also paint his feet with a darker beige tone. Now, for some extra details, I'll add a little texture here. For the hat Dowie originally had, I'll replace it with Technoblade's iconic golden crown. To do that, I'll duplicate a cube, move it to the top, place it properly, and paint it in a gold color. Now, to make it even more authentic, I'll add some pearls along the sides of the crown. I'll place a blue pearl here, a darker blue one next to it, and finally, a purple one. With the crown fully decorated, I also refined the eyes and facial features. Next, I'll add a collar to his shirt, one on this side, and another one on the opposite side. Then I'll create 3 buttons, one here, another in the middle, and a third one at the bottom. To give it some depth, I'll add a little 3D effect here and here, then duplicate it on the other side. Now let's add a pig nose right at the center, one eyebrow on this side, another one over here, and finally, the ears. And just like that, Dowie has officially become Technoblade. Now let's check him out in the mini recreation of Porto Seguro that I built. Look at this. He turned out so adorable. Technoblade was already amazing, and Dowie is great too. It's a shame that Dowie turned against us at the end of Chapter 4, but I'm sure he'll survive. Comment below, do you think Dowie will still be alive in Poppy Playtime Chapter 5? For this one, I have to give another solid 10 out of 10. Honestly, the mobs in these videos are turning out incredible. Now, the last transformation on our list is going to be Crafty. The only character left for us to modify is the witch, which I previously transformed into Dr. Harley Sawyer. I think that's how you pronounce it. So here I am in the program with the model, ready to start working on it. The first thing I'll do is repaint these sections blue. I'll also color the back of the TV screen. Then I'll paint the entire jacket as well. Now the blue areas here will be repainted with the same color as Crafty's face. I'll add this shade of blue right here, and also on his legs. Once that's done, I'll go inside the model, erase the current face, and replace it with Crafty's signature C symbol. Next, I'll draw a mouth on this side and shape the eyes into a C as well. I'll duplicate the eye for the other side to keep them symmetrical. To make his expression stand out, I'll add some stressed-looking eyebrows, one here and another on the opposite side. Now the last touch, Crafty has an orange headband, so I'll add that detail right across his forehead. And just like that, Crafty is officially complete. Let's check how he looks inside the game. So now, the Dr. Harley Sawyer witch has been transformed into Crafty. Tell me, what do you think? We've officially transformed all the characters in this video. Personally, I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. And what about you? What rating would you give him? Leave your rating in the comments. Today, I'm going to create the Smilling Critters Mutantes. For those who don't know, the Smilling Critters are these 8 characters from Poppy Playtime. The main ones being Catnap and Dog Day, this purple and this orange, and to decide which one I'm going to transform first, here is this roulette wheel with each person's name. And let's see which will be the first one I transform, and it will be the rabbit. This here is the rabbit that we normally have. So what I'm going to do is increase the size. More or less that's fine, it's almost twice as big as before. Now I'm going to separate the head and the arms. I'm going to take this body, I'm going to increase its size, make the arms bigger too. And here at the foot, I'm going to add this white detail to make it look like a claw. I'm going to add some painting. And now I duplicate this leg to the other side, this body here. I'm going to make this part smaller, and I'm going to increase this one to create it as if it were a muscle, and put another cube here on the edge to make it look like it had a reinforced shoulder. I duplicate it for the other side, and okay, he's already becoming a mutant to make it more scary. I'm going to add the eyebrow on the right side and another one on the left side. Now add a rabbit tooth and another one on the side. I'm going to paint the 2 eyes red and add a cube here that I'm going to make a carrot. I'm going to duplicate this white cube here a bunch of times, orange, and our rabbit is ready. I made the carrot for the attack animation because he will come here, take it, and throw his arm back and take a carrot to attack him. And for the animation of him walking, I will move my eyes from side to side and place his arm forward. The other one will go backwards, move this leg back here and this one forward. If he's standing still, he'll just push his ear forward and make signal movements. He'll also turn his eyes to you to scare you. And it's like that, he takes a look and comes back. Now, as the rabbit is already evolved, he disappeared from here. He is no longer with his other friends. So I'm going to leave this world here, and I entered the normal world here. I'm going to spawn the rabbit here, and as we can see, he's really cool, and let's go test his strength. I'm going to spawn a pig here and we'll see. What's this man? He's really fast. The pig didn't even have time to breathe. It looks like an anime. Look at this. Although the animation was a bit strange, but well, I don't want to say anything more and let's move on to the next one. And there were only 7 more characters left for us to do. Let's roll the roulette wheel, and the unicorn fell. I came here to the normal world just to take a look, and there's already a difference. Look at this little animal here moving around. He's already already an intruder, but the next thing we're going to do is this unicorn. I'm already here on the block bench, and our unicorn is very cute, but I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to increase its size, remove these arms here and join it with this upper part, then I'll increase the size, delete the other arm, and duplicate it. More here and leave it up here, as if he had his shoulders raised and increase his torso more, but this arm is still very small. So I'm going to select these two parts here, bring them here, and increase double. Let's drag it up here and increase its size. I'm going to delete these legs here and increase it. I'm also going to increase it to the sides and add this part up here. I'm going to add one right here. One eyebrow on the right side and one on the left side. I add the bigger horn for him, and I'm going to add a horn here to his hand, but this one will be hidden because I'm going to use it for the attack animation. I'm going to do the animation like this. He's going to come here, he's going to get this horn here on his head, and then he's going to come here with his hands and hit him with it. Exactly like that. Then he comes and puts the horn back, and it respawns again on the head, because as it is a unicorn, it is a magical horn. For the animation of him running, I'm going to put his leg over here, the other one on this side here like this one a little further forward, move this part here, and I'm going to make the unicorn jump. First, move your leg backwards and close it. Finally, now just move your hands. This one goes backwards, this one forwards, and this one comes here, and this one on the other side. I copy this keyframe from the first one and paste it into the last one. This is how his animation was skipping. His animation standing still. I'm just going to make him come here and scratch his back because I was a bit out of creativity. And this is how his animation was stopping. As expected, he also disappeared from here because he was right back here in this corner. But let's get into mine. He's on my arm, so let me get out of here and let's go into my other world to see how he's doing. And what's this, man? I enter the game here and the rabbit was already fighting with the unicorn. He is very aggressive. And here is the unicorn. And look how he is jumping, and look at him standing still. He is really scratching his back. Let's spawn this villager here just so we can test how it works. Apparently the animation is very fast. There's no time for him to just finish attacking when he's at the end of the animation. Let's have the rabbit fight against the unicorn just to see the animation better, but it wasn't good. It was very slow inside Minecraft. Well, at least he's stronger, and when it's over, it looks like he's doing it for mockery, so it looks cool. Well, both characters have already been transformed, and you can see that they are very different from the others. Look at what the original and the later ones were like, and my rating for both of them is 7 out of 10, because I believe that I'm still going to make other mobs much better in this video. That's what we're going to find out, so let's roll the roulette wheel to see which one we're going to create. And the dog fell, which in this case is Dog Day. Okay, I'm here inside Minecraft again, and we're going to enter this door. Huh, Dog Day.
You are Poppy's angel. Help me save myself. Whoever is watching the video, subscribe and leave a like and comment on what you think of the video. Now go, before they show up.
Okay, let's go then and go to the 3D program to transform Dog Day and sign up to help save him. I'm here with the Dog Day Mini, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the others. I'm going to separate all the pieces and increase the size of each one. Also, reduce the size of the neck and increase this part here, pull this part too and increase it again. Now I'm going to delete this part, duplicate it up here, and place it right here like this. Increase this side and duplicate it for the left arm, and now I'm going to bring the head together, and I'm also going to increase the size of his ears. I'm going to put them closer to here. Once that's done, I'm going to paint his eyes red, start adding a hand. I add another cube here to be the finger, and I duplicate it here on the other sides. I'm going to put it further forward to be the thumb and reduce the size, because the thumb is not that big. Ready to do that, I duplicate the hand to the other side, and now here on the foot, I'm going to add a cube like this so I can end up making the toes. Once that's done, I'm going to add a claw, and then I just doubled it. Now just add a bunch of teeth, and the Dog Day mutant is ready, but he is very stuck as he still doesn't have an animation. Look at this, he attacks me standing still. So the first thing I'm going to do is create an animation of him walking. So the first thing I'm going to do is add this arm here. It will come here more forward like this, and this one will go further back to give it a feeling as if it were walking. This leg here comes forward, and this one goes backwards. In the next keyframe I do the same thing, one arm back, the other forward. Now the leg here too adjusts it further forward like this, and finally I just did the last few adjustments, and let's see what it's like inside Minecraft. And now, yes, he is having a running animation, so I also made an attacking animation, and finally, the last thing I have left to do is an animation of him standing still. I'm going to do it like this. He's going to turn his neck over here to take a look, and he's also going to move his eyes a little bit to make it look like he's looking at you, and now he's going to give his ear a little stretch, like he's listening to something. And then she comes back, and now he has a stopped animation. Normally, the only thing that I think is a little bad is that the mouth is not transparent like I wanted, but otherwise he is a very cool mob, and just like in the game, he is a passive mob, and not will try to kill you. And the rating I give to Dog Day is a 9 out of 10, because because he is certainly one of the best characters in Poppy Playtime 3, and he's also good, unlike this kitten here who I hope doesn't transform anytime soon. Look at that, his eyes are black. God. But if you're crazy and want to have one in your house, the link is in the description. While we spin the wheel, write in the comments which one you liked the most so far. The chicken has been chosen. The first thing I'm going to do for the chicken is delete this horn here in the middle and increase the body upwards and increase it like I did every other time. The next thing I'm going to do is create a new cube here, decrease the size it and make an eyebrow. I do another one on the right side and our chicken is almost ready. This time I'm not going to use the red eye to give it a difference. The next thing I'm going to do is reduce the size of her foot. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to add the foot here to look like a crow's foot, and then I duplicate it for other side. Finally, below this hand, there is a secret. If I erase a cube, there will be an egg that I will use to make an attack animation. And that's what I did. I positioned the whole arm so it can come and make an attacking animation, and it looks like this. He comes, throws the egg, and it dissolves. Because if it doesn't, there won't be a continuation animation. As expected, the chicken disappeared from the podium. Here it is in Minecraft. In the animation of her standing still, I made her pull her ear up, and then when she starts walking, she comes throwing an egg at me. Look at that. And again, going back to my world, here she is the chicken, and she's a little bigger than the other characters from what you can tell, but well, the rating I give her is 6 out of 10. In my opinion, it was the simplest I've done so far. There are only 4 left. Let's roll the roulette wheel again to see which one will be selected. And the pig was chosen, so that's what I did. I added the pig, and then I put a tomato in his hand and made the animations for him attacking. Just like the chicken, he has an animation attacking the tomato, or would it be an apple? So here in front, we can already see the pig. Look at its 3D animation. I didn't show you the procedure, but look what I did. I had him looking to the side, and he hears it as if it were a sound. So look, if it's close, it looks like he's actually watching. Let's test the animation of him throwing the tomato. He's only attacking when he gets very close to me, which was a bit strange, but it worked because he's attacking very quickly. I put a camera here so he could come here. Geez. Now there are 2 trying to attack me. There's the unicorn coming at me, and also a pig. Let me get out of this world, and let's go to the next. And the rating I give to the 3 little pigs is an 8 out of 10, because his animations were very good, and I also really liked the design. Only 3 left: the bear, the elephant, and Catnap. So let's roll the roulette wheel, and Catnap has been chosen. For Catnap, I added red eyes, increased its size, and made a cat mustache. Finally, I added some claws to him and created an animation of him attacking with his claws. So as not to waste too much time, I'm going to do the remaining 2, and the next one is the bear. I'm going to add a really angry eyebrow, the same teeth, and it's basically the same body. However, I made a different animation for him to attack in which he jumps at the player like Wolverine. He runs very fast, and in the still animation, he just looks from one side to the other like the others. Finally, I can even roll the roulette wheel, but the elephant will always fall because there is only 1 left. So that's exactly what I did for his attacking animation. I made him jump on top of you. Good, but I'm going to test it in Minecraft because I want to see if this will work. So the first one I want to test is the elephant. The unicorn killed the poor pig. I've already spawned the elephant, and now I'm going to put him to fight the unicorn since he wants to fight with everyone. It looks like the elephant is losing badly, so it doesn't look like it's jumping up. This is weird. I didn't expect that. The unicorn finished off the elephant. Calm down. Now I'm angry. I'm going to put Catnap to fight. The unicorn. This unicorn is very strong and is defeating everyone. All that's left is the bear. I put him to fight, and damn, he looks really strong with this animation. Now I think the unicorn will be defeated. This fight is very exciting. Both of them are. Finally, someone managed to defeat the strong unicorn. The rating I give to Catnap is 10 out of 10, but as I tried hard to defeat him in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, I give him a rating of 0 out of 10. I don't like this cat. Good thing we died to him at the end of the game. Sorry for the spoiler, guys. For the elephant, I give it a 9 out of 10. Bubba Fant was well done. I also give the bear a 10 out of 10. If you liked the video, comment on Smiling Critters. Today, I'm going to turn the Smiling Critters characters into YouTubers, and the first one I'm going to transform is Bubba Fant. I'm going to turn you into Crafty. This image here on the sides defines us as to what he is. And the first thing I'm going to do is add this detail here to the edge of the eye on the right side too. Now I'm going to come here where this slogan is and turn it off. I'm going to make the letter C for Crafty and place it here on the left side. Make a duplicate and place 1 more behind to give relief. Lastly, I'm just going to add an orange stripe. I'm going to remove this stressed eyebrow, and the Crafty No Bubba Fant is ready. Look how similar he looks. It was really good to put these fighter stripes and also this letter C, and look how cute he is walking. But well, I have a question that won't get out of my head. Who is stronger, Bubba Fant or Crafty? I'll put the 2 of them to fight and we'll see who will win. If you think it's Crafty, leave a like. If you think you're Bubba Fant, unsubscribe. And well, it was normal Bubba Fant who won, unfortunately. But this mob was amazing. I mean, what had I turned into Crafty? So my rating for him is an 8 out of 10 because he was a very simple mob to transform because it had several identical cores. Here at the front, I separated a mural with different colors. To make it more fun, I'm going to come here and press the button. As we saw here, it is the first era of Crafty. It has already been updated, so let's see what we will transform into next. It's going to be an Aphmau. I think I already have an idea of what I can transform Aphmau into, because apparently her logo is a cat logo. So I think I already have an idea. Comment which smiling critters you think I will transform. I'm already here in the 3D modeling program called Blockbench. From what we can see, the only thing they have that is similar is the purple color here. So the first thing I'm going to do is start painting all these sides here with this color. Now, in this part here, I paint with this darker purple, and I'm going to paint everything around here, also paint his face, skin color. It looks really ugly like that. So I'm going to add the nose again here, and I'm going to paint around here to make a cat's face. Now here in the eyes, I'm going to paint this part here all white, and I'm going to do her eye color. I'm painting here just like this. This part here is clearer. So now Aphmau is starting to appear. However, she is not bald. I'm going to get the gray color of her hair and paint her ears gray. Now I'm going to delete this one on this side and paste it on the right side. Once that was done, I started to dye all my hair, and for this part inside. So it doesn't look weird, I'm going to add some cubes to make a relief. There you go. It gives the impression that it is 3D. I'm going to start adding shorts. So I come here, I will do all the details. Also add this here. Also add a beam detail. Now here on this part of the leg, I'm adding some rips to the shorts everywhere. Then I just paint white around it. Now I come here, I deleted this side here, and I passed it on the right side. And in this part, I'm going to paint this cube here white. Ready? I'm going to reduce the body here, and here on the legs, I'm going to add these socks here that she has. The claws are white, and add the sock detail. I take it and do it well like this. I erase this one and passed it on the other side, and it's almost ready. Lastly, I'm just going to add some lighting details, and Catnap is ready for Aphmau. Look how cutie she turned out, and also very cool. Look at this animation of her walking. Amazing! I really liked this texturing I did. Like, I added her tail, the same color as the shorts. It was very top, but it says it. Would you be afraid of Aphmau Catnap? I am not, because she was very cute. She is very cute. She even looks like her doll, and just for her to be cuter than Aphmau Catnap, I cannot believe how cute a monster like Catnap is, but it was too much. And if you want to have an Aphmau doll at home, I'll be leaving the link in the description. Now let's put Aphmau to fight against the real Catnap, and there they go. And damn, look at this battle. It's been very exciting. Look how cute Aphmau is. And when you open it, comes her brush and her donut kitty, and also her tiara, so you can customize it. The only problem is that their animation. It is very time-consuming and does not even take time to be carried out. I cannot believe. Catnap won. No, it's not possible. It's not possible. I'm going to finish this cat. I can't believe you killed Cathmau. And before I go to the next one, my grade I give to Aphmau, it's 10 out of 10. I managed to make a mob. Very good. Right on the second, he was really amazing. And until now, we transformed two. Then the third one we will transform. It's Mason. Then it got complicated because we have red, and there's also green. But I think I have an idea of what to turn green. So let's go to the 3D program. Think about what we can do. Well, I had the idea to transform Hoppy Hopscotch. Looking here at Mason's image, he has small eyes, so the first thing I'm going to do, it's going to be painting the eyes black, and now I'm going to reduce them to make it very small, and do the same for the right side. Ready? This size here is fine, done that. I'm going to remove this tongue from the middle, and I'm going to add one here in the corner. I'm going to remove this cube here too, and now I'm going to remove this eyebrow, and also that lightning. Now that I got this one out, I'm going to start adding the tortoise shell, making the colors similar to Mason more or less like this, then I'll fix it better. Now what am I going to do? It's about erasing this carrot from his hand, because turtle doesn't eat carrots, the rabbit does it. Let's search here on Google. What food does the turtle eat? And apparently, they eat algae. So let's increase the size of this root and duplicate it and paste it on the other side. And the Mason inside Minecraft is ready. I'll show you how it turned out. Unfortunately, I didn't have much creativity, so it will be one of the simplest. But I think I liked the result. He was cool, apart from the fact that the symbol was bugged. I don't know why these symbols bug all the time, but otherwise he was a really cool character. His animation is very good and so on. But good, I had already done the animation before for another video. What I had done is the animation for Hoppy Hopscotch, at least, a little bit. I think he looks like Mason. Not so much, but if you close your eyes a little, you can recognize it. Being very honest, it deserves a rating 3 out of 10, but comment what you thought of Mason. I thought the idea had gotten better in my head, but good. Let's go to the next one and mysterious. Now I'm going to make one and you'll have to guess which one it is. I'll only talk when I'm done. I'm here with Crafty corn. So the first thing I'm going to do for our character will be the color green. I don't know if you can already guess, but I don't think so. Let's paint the whole head here and paint this part at the top too. This one on the left side. Now at the top and here on the side, I'm going to paint his ear also green. And it's not possible to guess yet which YouTuber it is, but I'm going to add the color of the eyes here, which I believe will do a good job. So I'm going to paint everything white here. I'm going to put the eye right here. My character has a smile, but I'm going to take advantage of that smile of it to make an eyebrow. So I duplicate it for the other side, and now I'm going to paint it with the color green. I duplicate it for the other side and comment on which YouTuber you think I'm doing. It's really hard to guess. I'm just going to paint it here behind the tail, and I'll tell you which one it is. Lastly, I'm going to paint it green here, add an eye and add a nice smiling face, and the mob that I transformed is the YouTuber Jelly. This here gave him a lot, but well, he was very cute. I couldn't keep so many similarities with Jelly. It's just that I tried to do something a little different too, so you don't get it right. But comment if you got it right, and look how cute he is. He's jumping around, look at him all happy. I won't even bother him by putting him to fight with another mob. First, I'm gonna give you lots of apples, eat a lot. But, well, the rating I give to Crafty Corn and Jelly is 9 out of 10. It was very good too, and the next one we're going to transform is Mr. Beast. Wow, this one is going to be really cool to do. I also believe it's going to be really difficult, so let's go to Blockbench. The next one I'm going to transform will be Dog Day into the Mr. Beast. It could be on him, but I think it would be more difficult. So the first thing I'm going to start doing is painting all of Dog Day blue. Next, I will paint the white eyes and paint a lightning detail coming out of it just like that. Now I duplicate this for the other side, and I'm going to add a money logo to represent Mr. Beast. Now I add a pink cube here because I'm going to do it as if they were lightning coming out of Dog Day's hand. So I'm going to add one right here like this, add a bigger one, and I duplicate that several times. And Mr. Beast is ready for Dog Day. I liked him a lot. And here's Dog Day at Mr. Beast, and he's all still. I think the animation, it went wrong. Ready. Now his animation is right, and as incredible as it may seem. Look again at this bug here in texturing. Well, I think everything is fine with him. He's very cute. Mr. Beast is a very good person, so I don't want to put him in a fight against anyone. Let's just see how his strength is against a cow. That's it, man. He's killing this bitch very easily. I mean, not that easy, but it seems like it's very powerful thanks to this power I put in it. Look how fast he got here to the cow. I'm going to put him against Mr. Beast again. Look at this. It's very fast. I think he has super speed power just for being Mr. Beast and Dog Day, who are my two favorite characters. I give it a 10 out of 10. It was really good. And now there are only 2 left. So let's see what we're going to do next. And, Dream. So I'm here with Pig because she will be who I will turn into Dream. The first thing I'm going to do, it's going to be erasing that bone of his. It can remove all these things from your face. Leave just 1 cube and I'll make it bigger. Now I'm going to go back here too, and I will grow upwards because I had a really cool idea. I'm going to paint his entire body green. And now, yes, this is already looking like Dream. I'm also going to paint the apple green. Done that. I'm going to start demarcating the entire part of the pig, just like that. Then I'll draw a line around it and add a really big face here. I believe that at this moment. You already understand what idea I'm going to make. I'm going to add a happy face here. Then I'll do some serious fixing, just to show you how it will look. Now I'm going to add an ear, because exactly, I'm going to turn Dream into Pig. So I add the nose here, and it's done. I'll show you what it looks like in Minecraft, because that's fine. That's how the idea came about. He got very tall. Look at this. Dream No Pig was very funny and cool. In the latest YouTuber's video, I gave him a speedrun power, but in this video here, I'll leave it like that. Well, it's already very cool, and the rating I give to Dream is also an 8 out of 10. Clearly, if I had included the powers, it would be 10 out of 10. And the last YouTuber we will transform into this video is Eider. Good? Eider is a duck. Then the character we are going to transform, it's at Kitchen Chicken, so I'm going to paint his entire body purple, the black pants, and erase that eye like this, because I'm going to do it lower here, just like Eider's, this part here. I'm going to paint it purple, and here in white, to be like his shoes, and it's already looking very similar to the image reference. Now I'm going to add some light purple stripes all over the body. Ready? I added it all over the body. Now I'm just going to add a duck face here in the middle. It is good. Let's see how Eider turned out here in Minecraft. We are already full of characters, full of separate smelling YouTubers out there. And so he stayed. Look how cool he is. Eider is a YouTuber who makes videos in the same style as me, modeling. If you've watched the video so far, comments use smiling tubers. And I really liked how it turned out. I give it a 7 out of 10. If you like this video, watch what is appearing on the screen. Goodbye.